So this is in the middle of the General Assembly. As the General Assembly is in progress, we have a team of officers approaching everybody, grabbing things.
Hey guys, I think we're being arrested again.
For what?
Why am I being detained?
You're not detained, you're arrested.
For what? For why? Why I'm under arrest? Under what? This is not my guitar. Hey, that's my guitar. You just over here stood there. This is your backpack.
No, step back. Take him over the car.
Officers, under what municipal code are they being arrested?
And he's saying I can have his back. Why is he being arrested?
I'm telling you guys, you need to back up at least a hand, an arm's length away. Do you understand, ma'am?
Why are these folks being arrested, officer?
They don't have a reason for that. We gotta come up with it later.
I would like to know now, please.
Sir, why are these folks being arrested?
To keep an arm's length away. I would like to know why you're going to be arrested.
I am staying an arm's length away, sir, just like you requested. Why are these folks being arrested?
Tell him what he is being charged with. Going to tell him. It is a law that you must tell him what he is being charged with.
The public would like to know why these folks are being arrested in the middle of the General Assembly. Why did you just disrupt our General Assembly?
Are you a law enforcement?
I'm further than an arm's length away, and this is documented, officer. Why did you disrupt our General Assembly?
Thank you.
Why did you disrupt our General Assembly, sir? Sergeant, why did you disrupt our General Assembly?
I don't see where they're concerned.
Because I was participating in the General Assembly. Why did you disrupt our General Assembly, Sergeant? Sergeant, why did you disrupt our General Assembly? This was a General Assembly, sir. Why did you do that? Please answer for your actions, officer. Sergeants, please answer for your actions.
That's what court's for. Come to court.
What was the General Assembly encroaching on, Sergeant? Please explain your actions.
So what are they being arrested for?
Sergeant, what was the General Assembly encroaching on? Please explain your actions, sir.
Step back.
I am? How far would you like me to step back, sir?
On the curb.
Officer, would you please explain why you disrupted the General Assembly? It is exactly 7:30 p.m. The General Assembly was disrupted by the officers who will not explain why the assembly was disrupted. We have a number of people that have been arrested.
There are illegal arrests happening right now. You're going to want to see this.
So the General Assembly was completely disrupted and dispersed by the San Diego Police Department tonight. Right in the middle of the General Assembly, the officers decided to come in and destroy a peaceful, free assembly.
I would like a property ticket, and I'll hold it in trust for the rest of the group.
We all like
the General Assembly.
That's not how it works.
Sir, why did you disperse the General Assembly, Sergeant?
Get a shot of what it is that I'm carrying.
Would you please explain your actions, sir? Sergeant, would you please explain why you disrupted our General Assembly and dispersed it tonight?
I didn't even know you were having a General Assembly.
Yes, you did, sir. You knew exactly we were having a General Assembly. You were well aware of it. Why did you disperse it tonight? The public would like to know.
I just told you I didn't. You call me a liar?
Yes, I am, sir.
All right, well then we're not going to get along.
You didn't know that the General Assembly happens every night at 7, Sergeant? Sir,
I told you I didn't know you were having a General Assembly.
you didn't know the General Assembly in the circle was happening at the time that you came in with
How
that?
many times are you going to ask me the same question?
You didn't know that, sir.
I would like one answer.
Sir, you didn't know that at 7 p.m. every night the General Assembly happens, which you dispersed. A peaceful, officially scheduled General Assembly, Sergeant.
Would you like to respond?
Please explain
No,
your
I'm not
actions.
responding. I'm not explaining.
So why are you...
Okay, who were you ordered by to do that, sir? Please explain your actions.
Whose orders are you following?
I didn't see any. Can you explain what the crime was? I'm still.
Why do I need to explain it to you? Who are you?
I'm Jonathan Cohen.
Okay, you know what? They have, the people who are arrested, they have a right to privacy too. I'm not going to discuss their case with you. Okay?
You do supposed to issue a
So when
you
you
have
get
to wait.
arrested, you and I can discuss your case. But I'm not going to discuss
Arrest me for nothing too.
We'll end up discussing these cases in court, whether you like it or not.
You do not
That's where
discuss
it's
the case.
for.
Sergeant, under whose orders did you disperse the General Assembly tonight?
What do you mean under whose orders?
Was it your own orders or the captain's? Whose orders did you disperse it
grab
under?
everyone and arrest people who grab their own stuff.
Who ordered you to do that tonight, Sergeant?
Was it your decision?
No, I was hearing voices, and the voices told me.
Yeah, you're following orders. Power tripping
What voices told you, Sergeant?
Hey, man!
Wait, everyone. What voices told you, Sergeant?
Sergeant, could you please explain which voices told
I
you?
want to trip on. No, I should just let me trip out on.
Yeah, he's drunk. There you go.
What? Are you serious? Are you going to take a breathalyzer test before you arrest him for being drunk in public?
Take a breathalyzer test for him being drunk.
I'm asking to give him a breathalyzer test to prove that he's drunk right now.
The officer had a breathalyzer test.
No. I'm asking about this man right here. Please give him a breathalyzer. How do you know he is drunk right now?
It's privacy. We don't discuss people's cases with other people because he has a right to privacy.
You should ask for a breathalyzer test, sir. Ask for a breathalyzer test. That is illegal.
I'm pretty sure he's drunk.
He has a right to due process too.
You're proud of yourself.
This is Sergeant Stefan, badge number 2000.
Do you like your job?
It is exactly 7:34 on December 29th. 30 minutes into the General Assembly, the sergeant came in, as the footage will show tonight, folks, and dispersed a peaceful, officially scheduled General Assembly.
This how makes you powerful, right? You power trip.
I remember you guys watching your language when you arrested some of us.
Watch your language. Do not use profanity out here.
Is that illegal?
Use profanity, I will arrest you.
I would like to know what constitutes profanity.
I'll tell you what.
Like to know what
Go home and ask your mom and dad, because they should have already told you when you were like 10.
Under the law, what constitutes profanity? Because it's different than general assumptions.
Are you enforcing a code that was 1918 municipal code, the historical for San Diego, the profanity code?
Or are you enforcing
See, I looked it up.
Still good though. Still good.
As the law states, if I set this on the ground,
Can we get a? He's stealing my free seat.
Why are you taking these right now when they're his property?
I told him he could have as many as he liked. Thank you. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So now what are you gonna do with that? I hope you disseminate that to the rest of the department. Now you'll be educated as to why we're out here.
You like the box too?
Hey, you should read it.
I'm sure you will.
Box too. After he gets back.
So there were approximately 1,000 flyers in this box, which you can see is clearly marked free speech, not paid speech.
Hold on, wait.
Property of Mike Garcia, in case they decided to figure it was abandoned property. And now he's confiscated it. He's left a couple.
You missed a few.
You missed a couple.
You want them? Like to take the box. Here, you want these ones?
You missed a few.
You missed a few.
You know, you probably could have taken the box to carry it with.
Would have been easier.
they just arrested 2 people, possibly 3. I don't know why Hex was arrested, but they just arrested Will and the gentleman who was here proposing about the occupation of the foreclosed home in Point Loma. They arrested him for picking something up.
This was in the middle of our general.
In the middle of our General Assembly, when the cops came, people began picking up belongings, and they were arrested. Which in encroachment, picking something up is not illegal, but placing it there is. Per 540110, placing, planting, or maintaining, vegetation.
You already asked that.
All right, but picking something up.
You already mentioned that.
How is that illegal?
We've already had this discussion. I already told you I'm not going to have the discussion.
Picking something up, how is that illegal? Per the
You
law.
can go to court and talk to the judge about that.
As we gather together, in solidarity,
So they don't have anybody stand here and yell at.
to express the feeling of mass injustice, we must not lose sight of what brought us together. We rise so that all people. We rise so that all people. Get expression over equality. Expression over equality. Run our government. Run our government. We have peaceably assembled here. We have peaceably assembled here. It's our right. Let respect be known. They have taken our houses. They have taken our houses.
Educate yourself. This right now having the original mortgage. You're Nazi, that's what you are.
Taxpayers.
They're taking care of the taxpayers.
Blocking the sidewalk, let these people through.
You're blocking the sidewalk. All right, that's fine.
Sidewalk.
Open up a space.
Open up a space.
Yeah.
Who's walking through?
Taking bailouts.
You're taking bailouts.
Taxpayers. With impunity. Perpetuated inequality.
They have perpetuated inequality.
They have continuously sought.
As you can see, the officers themselves are blocking the entire sidewalk, and the folks just have to walk around them. And a second ago, they tried to disperse the protesters, yet they are still keeping the sidewalk clear. While there is no finally,
which in itself is a human right. They have consistently outsourced labor and use that outsourcing as leverage to cut workers' health care and pay. They have influenced the courts to achieve the same rights as people. With none of the culpability.
Illegal arrests for putting bags down and picking them up.
They have spent millions of dollars on legal teams that look for ways to get them out of contracts in regards to health insurance.
it is 7:44 p.m. and it looks like the officers have all gotten back into their vehicles and are leaving after they've successfully disrupted the official San Diego Occupation General Assembly on December 29th.
Let's get back to GA. The cops are gone. People are arrested. Let's move on with our lives.
And now the sergeant is driving and talking on the cell phone at the same time.
San Diego General Assembly!
The San Diego General Assembly!
Let's go! Occupy Freedom Plaza!
Occupy Freedom Plaza!
Urge you to assert your power! Exercise your right! To peaceably assemble! Occupy public space! Create a process to address the problems we face! And generate solutions accessible to everyone! To all communities! That take action! Foreign groups! In the spirit of direct democracy! We offer support! Documentation. And all of the resources. At our disposal. Join us. And make your voices heard. We will continue. To peaceably assemble. At Freedom Plaza.
I'll tell you something right now. The second you start surrounding us, you're going under arrest. You understand? You surround us, we will arrest you. Do you understand? Back off. I'm telling you right now, back off.
Serving and protecting